Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to the show. Today we are jumping straight into Dark Sword Battle Eternity on the PSVR2. I did reach out to the devs for a key and they were kind enough to provide me with one. So first of all, thank you very much. And these are a small dev team and I'm sure they do work really hard, and they did ask me to be positive about the game. It's not a sponsored video, but they did ask me to be as positive as I possibly can be, and I'm gonna try to do that, but I've got to say straight away, and this is an issue that can possibly be fixed with a quick patch, but it is a slight issue. Straight away, look at this guy. Straight away I notice a lot of motion blurring and wobble on my hands as just when I don't know if this is going to show up on the capture, but they really do have a decent wobble. Hands do look kind of cool, but again, that's an awful bit of motion reprojection there. And unfortunately the same is with everything in the environment. If I move around this table, everything on this table wobbles and stutters around as I move, even the floor, everything around. The characters look kind of cool. Let's see what you got, baby. This chick looks kind of cool, I guess. You know, she's working on a forge here, making some blades. But I get over here and she looks super blurry. Again, I'm not sure what it looks like, and actually, I could just see that don't look too bad on the capture screen on my TV, but inside the headset, it's a bit harsh. These little dudes, which you can unlock in the game, you can find these guys, and they will help you on your quest, whether it be with healing powers or combat powers and so on and so forth. He's got a little shop here, which I don't have any money to buy any items at the moment. There is this little dude, Leo Furballs, and there's a combat training room in there. I think I've not actually been in there. I've just played the first level, and I did die when I got to the top in true Mr. Deathwish fashion. But there are some issues with that as well, and we're going to go and look at that now. Again, wanting to be as positive as I can be. Let's go and have a look.
A new toy for my children.
A new toy, can I play?
Now, show me what you got.
Yeah, I will. The weaponry doesn't look too bad. I've got this cool magical shield to go with my cool magic sword, but the enemies look, I mean, again with that reprojection, it just kind of muddies the image up. They do look kind of quite solid. They do look like not bad, but with that motion reprojection and the stutteriness as you move around, again, I don't know if you can see it on the capture, but as I'm moving around this arena, it stutters. And the same thing happens when you move around these characters. And again, I'm sure this can be fixed with a patch. Other than that, the environment doesn't look too bad. Well, let's check out this combat. Let's actually get into it with this guy. I can block him up there. Oh, it gave me a line to slash him with there that I missed. But the combat feels a tiny bit empty. It doesn't feel... My hand feels in a weird... Oh, I've just reset that a bit. The sword felt offset in my hand, and like it was pointing that way when my hand was straight. But yeah, the combat feels a bit... There's not much feedback. For PSVR2, you'd expect a decent bit of rumble. Can we get the slash on this guy? We can. And there's not much haptics at all, unfortunately.
Good. Now take what you need and let's move on.
Yes, indeed. Let's. Again, from here, they look really blurry. There's a lot of lasing on the edges of the text boxes as well. But these are kind of cool, like little tesseracts or something. Flame sword. Yeah, let's just have a flame sword. Why not? That's kind of cool. And again, that doesn't look too bad. But the stutter and the motion blur when you move around is, I really hope, could be fixed. This can be played in multiplayer also, which I'm sure is a lot more fun. Let's go, boy. Again, pretty easy standard combat, very arcadey. It's not physics based at all. I seem to be rinsing through these guys with my new magic sword. Stage 2 clear. Obviously it does increase in difficulty the higher you go. Basically this is where you stay. You stay on this platform and it rises a level every time, and you fight increasingly hard monsters until you get to the boss. Did I get him? I did. Let's go, big boy. See if you can just get that block when they do that. That animation comes, the cue for the animation comes. You can just do that block and strike them down. It's pretty simple. Oh, that one didn't even get him. You do also have a bow, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's what you get. Stone skin, you say? That's cool. The hand animation then was pretty cool. Got you now, boy. I mean, if anyone's looking for a pretty simple hack and slash game that you don't have to take too seriously, I've lost my shield, too seriously, and obviously play with your friends, this could be alright. Obviously if they make a few changes, get rid of that weird stutter. Maybe have it so it's not reprojected. It could possibly be okay. But as it stands, with that motion blur and that stutter as you move around, it is kind of hard to play. It's kind of hard to enjoy. It does muddy up the visuals, especially on the characters when they move around or when you move around them. And yeah, the combat unfortunately just feels a little bit empty. On PSVR2, the haptics are usually pretty fantastic, and they seem to not be much of that going on. There's a slight bit of vibration in my hands, like on impact, but it's not very beefy at all. Obviously I haven't had enough time with the game to go through all the different types of weapons and upgrades for them, and the little sort of like anime cat squirrel type little dudes that are running around. And this game has been out on Quest for a little bit now, and people do seem to enjoy it, although reviews seem to be mixed. So if you are looking for an arcade style hack and slash game that you can play with your friends, which I mean PSVR2 is lacking in those types of games, but yeah, do be aware there are some issues with this, mainly visually and mainly in the combat. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching if you did, and I'll see you guys on the next one.